GSP had mentioned you may be making a mistake moving up to 185. I imagine you disagree. Why?
George didn't take the fight, though, so he is going to run his mouth because he should have took the fight when he had the opportunity to take the fight. Now I take the fight, and he's running his mouth. But the thing is that, you know, the fact is like, I could try to, you know, plan for a catch weight, but who knows who's going to make what weight, and I just want to be the best I can be. You know, I'm not trying to put my opponent through any extra work or anything like that. He's a fighter that he is, and I'm the one that's asking to fight him, not for him to come down and fight me. You know, I put on weight pretty easy, so moving up at 185 pounds or moving down was even a possibility at one time, or, you know, I've fought at 160 pounds. But I like to be the guy that can do maybe 3 weight divisions and actually, you know, be able to compete at a high level at whatever, you know, whatever fight, whatever weight. Or, you know, I like the idea of a catch weight too. As long as it's a big fight for me that the fans are going to want to see. That's fine. But the fact is, though, you know, we make a catch weight or something 180 pounds, and then I come in, you know, let's say, you know, I lose more weight, and then I'm already small. Not that I'm all that small, but then, you know, my opponent comes in extra heavy, and then that's the you know, the fact is you know, come fight day, you know, I screwed up by thinking I had a great idea. So, you know, you can look at it however you want, but you know, a fight's a fight. We're gonna have to have a fight at 185 pounds.
Thank you.
Nick, what do you think of Conor's fighting style? And then Conor, the same question about Nick.
I like it.
I like it too. All right, next.
Nick, and then a follow-up to Anderson. Nick, you're facing one of the greatest strikers to ever fight in this sport. You made comments earlier that he should retire, he shouldn't come back, and if he does, he should hire a striking coach.
I didn't make any of those. I didn't make any of those comments. I did say maybe. I said maybe he should fire his coach. Is all. That's all I said. I didn't mean to sound too rude, but well, you know. But that's what I meant. Was, you know, hey, I felt like maybe a different strategy in his last fight. You know, I don't like to talk about people's, you know, people's fights. You know, it's not you never know. Once you're out there, it's a whole another ball game. But that's all I meant by that. Is like, you know, hey, maybe you should have hired on a boxing coach that would have trained him to go out there with my idea. But that's, you know, everybody likes their idea better. That's all I really said, though. I didn't say anything about, you know, I heard one of these guys say something like that, and I just thought it was, you know, to be honest, I thought it was way out of line for him to even open his mouth and say something like that and give his opinion. I don't like to give my opinion when it comes to, you know, stuff like that has to do with people's lives, and, you know, especially when it's, you know, I know it'd be like if it was me. So, but, you know, people have their opinions. You know, like, I don't like to pick the favorite to win either. Everybody's like, oh, you know, you know, pick a favorite. I'm like, you know, we'll see what's gonna happen. You know.
Nick Diaz, you are fighting a guy who, much like yourself, likes to taunt their opponents inside the octagon. Are you prepared for that?
Well, you know, I took the fight. Which is more than I can say for George, because he didn't want to take the fight. But you know, you figure you know, you try to gain enough weight to go out there and hold your guy down. Maybe you can't do it, so it was a bad idea. But I figure, you know, maybe I can make something happen for myself. We'll see, you know.
All right, back to
for Nick. Nick, after you beat Anderson in January, I was wondering if you're planning on dropping back to welterweight or maybe making 185 your new home and fighting the winner of Vitor Belfort and Chris Weidman.
I usually look at most of my fights like, you know, worst case scenario, like I don't win. So, I asked for the fight with Johnny Hendricks. I mean, I didn't think that they were going to give me a title fight, but of course, some closed mouths don't get fed. So, I voiced what I thought about that fight, and I think that's going to be a good show too with Robbie Lawler. So, but that's, I don't know. I guess that's my thoughts on that.